What's good? What's good? What's good? On here late night. What is good? What is good? What is good? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's good? What's good, Norman? What's up? Gonna be on here not too long tonight. What's good? What's good? What's good, Matt? What's up? DJ88, what's up? What's up, man? How you living? Face 108, what's good? Ed Dernurum. You gotta change that name, man. If it's your real name, man, it's cool, but you gotta come up with something a little bit easier so people know who you are. What's good, everybody? I know it's late, at least on the East Coast. Logic. I love how FL sounds, but I love Logic. What's good? What's good? What's up? What's up? Sauce Money, what's good? Sauce Money, let everybody know about the radio station, man. Let everybody know about the radio station so you can get that thing, you know what I'm saying? Get that thing pumped up, man. We support. We're grabbing some food before work. I feel you. Just got done cooking up on the Key 37. I just got done transferring files. I went ahead and had to get me another SD card because I try to have SD cards for all of my equipment. And for some reason, I had an SD card for my for the Live 2. But the only problem about it was it only had like 60 gigs in it, and I needed something to at least have my SD card at least has to have 256 gigs in it. Yeah. So I had to go and get another one, and I had to put all of the stuff on it. It took like 30 minutes, but I got it done. Yeah, Sauce Money, yeah. Yes, I wanted to holler at y'all guys, man. What do you guys think about that stem separation, man? Y'all like it, or y'all digging it, or you're not? Because I know in my video, I kind of went and tried to find the hardest sample for it to really kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Cold Heat, we lied, man. Yeah, I tried to find like the hardest sample, like something really tough for it to, you know, to check out, you know, to see. And yeah, man, it was kind of tough. But thank you, Sauce Money. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. But I wanted to talk to you guys about it because I went ahead, you know, and I did a video for it, and it did a pretty decent job for it to be a standalone type of a situation. You know what I'm saying? It did actually a very good job for it to be standalone for what it's working with. I personally think, because I know a lot of people was on the comments was like, man, we don't know about it. We don't know if it's really that good or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? What's good, Kent? But what I want to ask you guys, for the people who actually did use it, who actually had it, like, what do you guys feel about it? Do you think, number one, how do you feel about the actual stem separation on standalone? How do you feel about it personally? How does it sound to you from, you know, I know it's been other YouTubers that made other stuff with it. How does it sound to you? And then I know it's a lot of ethics thing going around right now. Like people, you know, the ethics of it is some people like they don't like it, or some people feel like, you know, we shouldn't have it. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, like the Real Law was saying, was he surprised that it actually worked with such a limited CPU and standalone? Yeah, they got to work. They actually got to work, and it actually works very good with those standalone units. And like I was saying before, with, you know, with the amount of RAM that you have, you only have so much you can use. You know what I'm saying? But for you you being able to use it on this type of platform with just this, come on, man, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I got it on my X, my special edition. I got it on a live. I got it on a Key 37. Like it's actually, you know what I'm saying? It's actually pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. So, you know, what I try to do is I try to get some feedback from you guys on what you guys think. Somebody say, yeah, it's okay, but personally it sounded a little bit low. Oh, Stump is on it right now. Oh man, you gotta step that thing up. That 5,000 sound good, but you gotta step that thing up, man, to get this new stuff, man. You gotta get the new. You got to get the new. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. All right. Oh man, appreciate that. I know a lot of y'all wanted me to come on here and make a beat with it, but I ain't feel like making a beat tonight. I just felt like just having a little conversation with you guys, really. Because I'm actually updating the live right now. I got the stem separation on here, but I want to just update everything. I got a few new things that's updated. You know, a few things, you know, to look out for in the future. You know what I'm saying? Just another tool for producers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I personally think, just to be honest with you guys, I personally think they did a really good job with what they had. You know what I'm saying? I think for what is going on and for what we're getting and for the price of what we're getting, I think it's actually very good. Like, I think it's very dope that they have it. You know what I'm saying? I think they have it. I ain't got no problem showing my bald head. I'm good. I got it right here. I still got a little bit right here at the top right here now. You know what I'm saying? Hold it up again. Yep. Nah, y'all ain't gonna see what's on here. Everything is the same. Ain't nothing different. Everything's good. Ain't nothing different. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing different. Can you make a more detailed video using the stems? That's pretty much it. Like, there's nothing pretty much. If you know how to sample it, and you know how to use like the time stretch and all that stuff like that, it's really nothing else you got to really know. Like, I tried to make it as short as possible, because I know people wanted me to make a beat with it and all that stuff. I made a beat with the stem separation stuff months ago. I really just wanted to kind of go over everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Do you notice any difference between controller mode and standalone? Yes, I actually mentioned that in the video. I think controller mode sounds better. I think that the algorithm with that, working with the computers, I think that does sound better to me personally. Okay. I think for what we got, it sounds good. You got to think, for, you know, the type of stuff that they have in these machines, they're not M1 chips. You know what I'm saying? They're not this new type of RAM that they have. So it's going to be a little bit, let's just say it's going to be a little bit behind. But for you to be able to have this and take it with you on the road without opening up a computer, and if you have a splice, like say for instance you have splice integration, you can just download samples from Splice and then just put it in there, and then you're ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Man, I ordered the stems from the wrong email address. Help me. I can't do nothing about it. You got to hit up Akai with that. They have problems every day, so hopefully they can get to you like very soon. You know what I'm saying? But like I was telling people a lot of time, like, you could take, you know, some people like, oh, it doesn't sound as good. It doesn't. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, I can't sit here and lie and be like, oh, it sounds exceptionally well. It doesn't. But with the sample that I used today, I actually used that sample and I tested it against Serato sample, and the one that I used on the MPC actually sounded better than the one that was on Serato sample. So it lets you know that they're already in the right steps already. They're already moving ahead. Now, will it get better? I'm pretty sure it's going to be room for improvement, but geez Louise, this is the only standalone unit in the world that you can use a stem separation on it. The only one. You know what I'm saying? So like, you can't beat that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You cannot beat that. Like the only standalone unit in the world that has stem separation in it. You know what I'm saying? So you can't beat it. Now, somebody just came, I seen copyright stuff on here. What about copyright issues? Whenever you sample anything, you have to deal with copyright issues, but when you deal with splice, it's much different. And even though a lot of people made a lot of videos about splice saying this and saying that, a lot of that stuff is misinformation. Because at the end of the day, it's not a splice issue, it's a content ID issue. And that has nothing to do with splice. You know what I'm saying? It's all about content ID. Okay? And how many people use that splice sample and they claim that as their own. So, you know, you're going to have situations like that, but you're dealing with any type of sampling, any type of loops, any type of anything, you're going to deal with copyright stuff either way. You know what I'm saying? The live has only been on for like 10 minutes. It's not even been on that long. I'm just going to be on for a little bit because I'm actually updating my MPC live too. So I'm just updating this real quick. Got a few little toys, man. It's going to be some nice stuff coming out in the near future. So y'all just stay tuned. That's all I want to say. Stay tuned. I tell people right now, like, I know a lot of y'all be like, hey, Bolo, you always are trying to promote Zounds.com. You always trying to promote Zounds. Why do you promote Zounds? You ever deal with them? No, I just do affiliate marketing with them, but I keep trying to tell people, listen, this is the best time to get an MPC right now because there's a lot of stuff coming out and you better be ready. So if you need an MPC or if you want one, this is a good time to get one. That's all I'm gonna say. Get one, register it, get into these forums, because pretty soon it's about to go up. That's all I'm about to say. It's about to get really real with this, okay? And I know a lot of y'all be like, oh, you always promoting Zounds. You always promoting Zounds. Yes, because I think they're a great company. I think they help out a lot of musicians, especially the people who don't have the bread like that. So if you want to get something and pay it off over time, you can get the MPC one. You can get that on payments without no credit or background check. You can get the MPC Key 37 with no credit or background checks, even though those are kind of like on back order. I want to say you can get the MPC 1 plus Key 37. I'm not sure if you can get the MPC Live 2 without a credit or background check, but you know what I'm saying? You can get the software, you can get all that stuff with no credit or background check. And I like that because I wish I had that when I was first starting off in musical, when I was on the come up, because I really could have used that, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? But the more expensive stuff, you can still get it on payments, but they have to check your credit and stuff like that. With these other ones, you just go in there and get it. And you can get a whole bunch of other stuff on there the same way. No credit or background checks. So that's why I tell y'all to click the link in the description. You're not paying nothing more or less. You're just picking it up and you're helping me out at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Helping the channel out at the same time. So you just say, it ain't nothing, but you can get other stuff on there as well. It ain't just ain't MPs. You can get other stuff on there as well. You can get controllers, everything. Most of the stuff that's like under like $1,000 you can get. Like you can pick up an MPC one and you can get like a chord cross or like a what's the other chord keyboard that's very cheap but has a gazillion sounds in it. You can get that and it's very dope. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much, Els. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I'm still talking about it. Master Rochi, I guess is what it's called. Yeah, I'm still talking about it. But yeah, if y'all need some equipment, y'all go ahead and click my link in the Zounds. Just at least check it out. If you might see something you like. If you don't, it's all good. But you might want to check it out. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Click the link. Let me know. They sound garbage. It's crazy. Everybody, some people saying that it sounds garbage or whatever. Some people think it sounds great. Everybody's gonna have a different opinion, and I can respect everybody's opinion. What I would say is this. I would say, to me, it's okay. It's okay because, truth be told, most of the time when you sample, when you're sampling, you're either trying to get the melody, the vocals, and a lot of times you might try to get some drums every now and then. With this, it's cool with me because a lot of times when I sample certain songs or certain loops, whatever, they have drums in it, I want to take the drums out and just use everything else. And sometimes take the bass out too. With the stem separation on here, it does a decent job of doing that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, I'm just gonna be honest, a lot of people are just very nitpicky. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to it. I like things that are, let's pretty much, let's say, like, I like things that make me uncomfortable in a sense when it comes to doing music. I like to do things in a way where it makes me uncomfortable so I could try to do the best I can to make it sound the best. And even though the stems is not perfect, it puts me in that uncomfortable position per se. And it forces me to kind of be creative because now what I have to do is when I break the stems down and everything, I can put some effects to it and then I can flatten that track and the effects and everything will be on there in a new sample and I can really take it and do it what I really want to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Some people like, oh, I hear artifacts. Oh, it doesn't take the drums out. None of that stuff. Like with the sample I used today, that sample was very hard for any program to go through to separate that, especially when you have tracks that have a ton of reverb in it. Like if you have a track that has reverb in it, now the algorithm has to try to break that reverb up. And you, especially if it's like a reverb on this, a reverb on that, and it's like just a big ball of reverb, it has to find a way to separate that. And for what it's worth, for what it did, like the track I did earlier today, it really, you couldn't even really hear the drums in the actual loop, and it found the snare a little bit in there, and it found everything else. So I'm thinking that, you know, it was all good. It was all good with me for the first version of this because I believe it's going to get better. It's going to get better. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to get better, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's way different so far as, this is what I will say. So far as the drums and the bass, you could definitely hear a difference. But like I said before, and let's just be honest, these machines do not have M1 chips in it. They don't have these certain AMD chips in it. They don't have the newer stuff in it. They have chips that if we had laptops, they probably would have came out like close to 8, 9, 10 years ago. Let's just be honest. But for what it's worth, for how much you pay for this, and for what it's worth with the type of internal stuff they have inside of here, it ain't too bad to me. You know what I'm saying? it ain't too bad for me. You know what I'm saying? And for $10, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Somebody said I'm stemming some Al Green, all good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it'll get better over time. Definitely get better over time. But I think a lot of people, I understand, I say nitpicky, but a lot of people want to have that perfect sound. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's not going to be perfect. Not in standalone right now. Like I can see we had like, you know, like the brand new AMD chips and new, like the ran like a real computer inside these things. Maybe, but for right now, it ain't it. Right now, it ain't it. I still haven't updated this thing yet. I've been over here talking to y'all and still have not updated this thing yet. USB drive. There we go. Upgrade. Ah, damn it. I forgot. You got to connect this thing to power. Ah. It's always something, man. It's always something. I'm gonna need machine to get stem separation immediately. That sounds interesting. Let me go and update this MPC while you think about that. Because I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. I don't know. It's gonna be a very interesting year. That's all I want to say. It's gonna be a very interesting year. Drive update. There we go. Update. Thank you. Man, since I got my MPC, I haven't touched my machine MK3. Okay. Machine 2 needs an update. Yeah, they do. What would you recommend? The MPC 137? Definitely the 37. Definitely the 37. You know what I'm saying? Definitely the 37. VIP Able, I got you. There you go, man. Just shouted you out, brother. Bolo knows something. I might. I just might. You never know. I'm a walking meme. That's what everybody says until they see me in real life and they see how big I am. They're like, Bolo, I thought you were shorter than what you were, man. I thought you were short. I'm like, why would y'all think I'm short? You know what I'm saying? Y'all think I'm short? Until they see me and they're like, man, this dude like 6'3", like 280. 277 to be exact. But I'm like a fit 270. I ain't no fat, you know, I'm fit. I missed them 230 days. Yeah, I was a tailback in college at 230. 6'2", 230, boy, I was running that rock. So even portability, the 37 over 1, what about the Live 2? I'm always going to pick the Live 2 over everything, to be honest with you. Listen, love this thing. Love it. Love it. I love all the extra controls, the dials, the pots, all that stuff like that. But nothing is better than this. Okay? Nothing. Like portability, speaker-wise, like it comes with the speaker on here, everything, like nothing is better than the MPC Live 2. The MPC Live 2 is the best thing they've ever made from Akai. I'm telling you. Best thing. You know what I'm saying? Best thing. Yeah, that would be cool. But I think, you know, this right here, the MPC Live 2 is just incredible. Like, whoever came up with this idea was great job. And this is, in the MPC, like this one right here, I didn't get this from Akai. I actually bought this. I bought this, like, I think in 2021. Yeah, it had to be 2021 when I got it. I bought it from a Guitar Center. I just bought it in Guitar Center, like, let me get it. Because I wanted the retro one, but they didn't have it. So I just went in and I was like, I'll just save $100 and just get this one. You know what I'm saying? What would you ask them to add to the Live 37? The swing, all the swing is the same. Everything is the same on all of them. Like, you got to watch the Roger Lynn video. Like, he said that they got the swing right. They actually kept the swing from all the MPCs, even from the old MPCs. They're all the same. The only thing that is different with these MPCs is the C word, the converters. Do they hit hard as the other ones? Do they sound different? To me, I just think they all have a different type of a character. I think all the NPCs sound amazing. They just all have their own character. You know what I'm saying? Just like the 1000 from the 2500 to all these other ones, they all have their own character, okay? The software sounds good. It has its own character. The MPC 61 sound, it has its own character. All of them have their own character. The old ones, the new ones, and all this stuff. At the end of the day, if you know how to mix a little bit, all of this stuff will sound good. Because you can have the most expensive stuff in the world with all the converters and all this stuff like that, but if you don't know how to mix, it really doesn't matter. Let's just be honest, You know what I'm saying? But portability, battery, has speakers in it, sounds fantastic. You can't beat it. You know what I'm saying? I think this is the Live 2 is the best MPC ever. You know what I'm saying? The best. And I'm gonna tell you right now, my second best right now is a tie between the MPC Key 37 and the MPC SE. Okay, and these are just for the newer MPCs. I'm not talking about the older ones. These are just the newer ones. You know what I'm saying? Do a mixing tutorial. I will. I'm actually gonna do a I'm doing a mastering tutorial, like how you can master your beats and stuff like that. But that's gonna be for members only, and I'm gonna do a mixing tutorial how I mix my beats. That's gonna be for members only. So if you're not a member, you're gonna miss out on that. I'm actually working on those videos now. I'm trying to make them where they're not gonna be too long because you know, people clock out after about 15, 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I might do one where it's kind of like all the way through. Just kind of show you guys my method of how I mix my beats and stuff like that, how I master my beats. You know what I'm saying? So you can, you know, can get your stuff sounding really good. You know what I'm saying? But yes, the Key 37 is it is a cold piece of equipment. And now you got the stem separation in it. Like, come on. And they just added a new clipper in there. You got the new clipper. Like, you could do everything on these units now. You can do everything on them. You just got to know how to maneuver certain things around, like with MIDI and stuff like that. Thoughts on E-Master? I never used it, so I don't know. What's good, Real Dean? What's good, man? What's good? Yeah. That's dope, man. Real Dean in the building, man. But yeah, now another thing a lot of people were talking about was, is it right to do stem separation? What about the ethics of it? Like, you know, you're taking the drummer out, you're taking the bass player out. The sample doesn't retain none of the original people in it and stuff like that. Man, let me just be honest with you. And the sad truth about it is, most of the drummers, the bass players, and all that stuff, they didn't get really none of the publishing like that. They were paid like session players back then. A lot of them were. Sad but true. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them didn't get publishing and stuff like that. They had to live off of their names for what they did. Sad but true. And then the producers of the record, they got paid, you know, of course, the artists, the writers, stuff like that. So, yes, you are taking certain elements out, but as painful as for me to say, they're not being affected at all by any type of publishing or copyright stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They're not. Yeah, just musicians for hire and road musicians, like when they need people to go on the road and stuff like that, that's what they were. You know what I'm saying? It was very, it's not like now, like as a producer, like, you know, you go in and you make the whole beat and like, you know, nah, back then it was you would get very talented musicians and you would tell them what to do. They would listen, they would do what you have to do, or they got fired. It's pretty much about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's harsh, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But some people are like, oh, you take out the bass, you take out the elements, whatever. That's the whole thing about sampling. It was like that. We would sample the whole song. We take out, we only, like, even before stem separation, we would find stuff that we could use to sample and then take that and resample into something else. And I remember watching a video with Knife one day. He was saying that people think sampling is easy. It is not. Taking loops and putting beats behind a loop is easy, but actually sampling is not easy because you got to take that sample and sometimes find a sample that's not on popular songs, or you got to find something that doesn't sound that good at first, and then once you chop it up and rearrange it, it could be phenomenal. But sometimes it takes longer to do that than it is to make an actual beat without no samples in it. So that's my take on that. You know what I'm saying? That's my take on that. I just think it's a great tool, especially for me when I used to try to find certain samples, and it always used to get me, man. It was crazy because my homeboy did a video about it one time. And excuse me, I had a long day today. And he was talking about every time he would go on these records and it would get to a certain point, like right when the sample's getting good, either the vocalist would come in or the drums would come in or something. He'd be like, oh, why did they do that? I'm trying to get that whole 8-bar loop. Now you don't have to do that. You can just find certain parts of the song, and if you like how the instrumentation is, you can take the singer out, you can take the bass player out, you can take the drum out, and boom, you have nothing but the melodic parts. And it's like, it's crazy, man. It's like heaven on earth. You know what I'm saying? 318 J Coop, what's good? Yeah, like it's crazy. Now with beat breaks, doing it in standalone mode, I don't know about that. I don't know how that's gonna work. But you know, everything else is actually pretty cool, because what I do is I would leave the vocals in there and I would leave like the melody parts, sometimes leave the bass. But a lot of times I take the vocals out too if the melody is strong enough without the vocals. Or sometimes I leave the vocals in, put it on another track, and I would add different effects to the vocals to make the vocal not even sound like a vocal, or sound like an actual instrument. Like, you know, you got Air Flavor Pro, you can do everything into that. You know what I'm saying? You have Flex Beat. You have so much stuff in here to where you can manipulate these samples now to where it just sounds crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy I got my update. I was a little bit salty whenever I seen JD get his copy for everyone. Hey, we all had our copies for everybody. I had my copy for a while. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's good, you know, but we didn't get the final release until today. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, this stuff can go on for a while. And then the thing is about it is, you want to make sure that you want to make sure that you get the best version of it coming out the gate. Because it was actually supposed to come out a little earlier. It was actually supposed to come out a little earlier, but they had a little situation to where they didn't want to have the same thing happen with the servers where stuff just went crazy. So they actually released it later than what it was supposed to be. So they wanted to make sure that they got it right this time, especially with those servers. You know what I'm saying? So it was that. But what do you guys think about it? Like, I know some of you guys have already been talking about it. What do you guys seriously, honestly think about it? Because I think that it sounds decent for what it is and what we're working with. Some of you guys think it's not good. Some of you guys think it's great. You know what I'm saying? But what do you guys really, really, really think about this? And then what do you guys think should be next? What do you guys think it should be? What do you guys think should be next for the MPC? Okay. Ooh, mouse support on grid. Okay. Okay. Decent. I can see that. I can see that. But they might keep the integrity of just it being, you know, using your hands. I don't know. But from what I heard, I thought you could do it. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's standalone mode. What else can you ask for? Expanding the memory. That is true. I'm Bray Beats. Bray Beats say he want 3.0. Don't we all? Don't we all want 3.0? Don't we all? Oh, yeah, that'd be dope. Monitor support, that'll be dope too. And user update on RAM. Okay, yeah, that would be dope. All that stuff would be dope. I don't know how doable it is, but it would be dope. Oh, yeah, that would be dope with the XYZ effects. Yeah, that would be dope too. A de-esser. Okay. Yeah, all that stuff is legit. You know, it's legit what y'all are asking for. It's cool. Yeah. But, you know, like I said before, I'm very happy with what they did and what was, you know, what's going on, because the processor and the RAM is not like these newer laptops and stuff. Like even laptops from 5 years ago, it doesn't have that much stuff in it. But this stuff lasts a long time, and it's in standalone mode. Like, what else? Like, really, what else could you ask for? Like, it's standalone mode. You know what I'm saying? Like, standalone mode. It's standalone mode, like no computer, standalone mode. Like you can't beat that. Can't beat it with a stick. But yeah, I wanted to come on here real quick and just talk to you guys about that, you know what I'm saying, see what your opinions and stuff was, you know, just something real quick. I just wanted, while I was updating this, I want to come over here and, you know what I'm saying, have a little quick conversation with y'all. Y'all got any questions or anything like that real quick? Because I'm going to log off. I have to get up early in the morning. So y'all got any questions, like, you know, quick questions, like 4 or 5 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Any question you want to ask, go ahead and fire off. Go ahead and fire off. Well, I can't hear nothing. Make sure it's working right. All right, cool. Do you do any mentorships? Nah, no mentorships right now. None of that stuff. My mentorship is right here, YouTube. I'm trying to mentor everybody right here on YouTube. No, only one beat. Yeah, so we're doing the members only beat review. It will be, I think, Wednesday or Tuesday night. I'll let y'all guys know what date, but it's probably gonna be Wednesday night of next week. Members can submit up to 1 beat. 10 members can make it in, go submit 1 beat, and then for now on, what we're gonna do is $20 for the paid slots, okay? And they're gonna be $20 for 1 beat instead of doing 25 for 2 beats. It was just going on too long for me. I kind of got burnt out with the beat reviews, and you know we do have a sign up tomorrow. So if you want to get a beat review, the sign up will be tomorrow, so y'all can check that out. What's good, A Major Keys? What's good? That was the 8.6 Zoom 8.6 recorder that I had in my last video. They have a newer version out, and it's dope too. What would be a good option for me to buy to play together with my MPC Key 61? I like rolling boards. I like, you know, the Phantom boards. I like all the rolling stuff, like that at least has 16 channels emitted with it. And you can get the Chord Cross. You can get, like, it's another one. I forgot the other Chord keyboard. It's like $800-900. It has a whole bunch of stuff in it. That's very, very dope. You know what I'm saying? Do you collab? Very rarely. I very rarely collab. I'm just really not a collab person like that. Do you represent? Yeah. Music Life. Music Life. We rep that set. Yeah, the Chord Chronos. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Do you know about the King Kong Neo synthesizer? Nah, I don't know about that, Els. I don't know. The Mod X is cool. It's like you have to go into the settings and change like one setting on there, because if you don't have to keep turning off like the track button. I forgot what it is. They sound great, but it's just too much to work with the MP. Have you tried with the Tascam 20? No, I had the 12 model for a long time, and that was very dope. I might end up getting another one because it's crazy what you can do with the kick and the bass and like running stuff through that. It's crazy. What's my camera lens of choice? On my cameras, I use a Tascam 24 millimeter, and I use a Sigma 16 millimeter for my YouTube videos. Yes, yes, yes. Yo, that thing is clean. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and lay it down, y'all. I just wanted to just come on here real quick with you guys, man. Just chop it up. That's all. I just wanted to chop it up. Oh, third wave sense. Yeah, I thought about it. Yeah, my homeboy actually got the third wave, and actually, and to be honest with you, I'm glad you reminded me, because I still have his chip, and he has the wave tables on the chip, and I got to get that back to him. He left it inside of my MP when we did a video like a couple months ago, like a month and a half ago, and I still got the chip. So I need to give his chip back so he can have his wave tables for the third wave. It's cool what you can do with that, though. Hey, man, but I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you guys so much for coming on. Just want to come vibe out with y'all real quick. I'm going to probably do a live cook-up, too, very soon. I'm going to do that again. And, man, y'all let me know after the video is over, after the live is over, y'all go in the comment section and let me know what you guys think about it, what you guys think about the stem separation. Was it worth it? Was it worth getting? Which is, it's only $10. And how do you really feel about it? So y'all leave that in the video description, in the comment section after I upload this, because this is gonna stay up here forever either way. So appreciate you guys coming on real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and log off, and I will see you guys soon. Live beat review sign up is tomorrow at 1 p.m. So y'all go ahead and check that out. All right. So I will see you guys soon. And like I always say, peace out.